Joining us now is author Christine Hassler, and she has a brand new book out called 20-something Manifesto. And it's real interesting. It talks a lot about kind of some of the problems and obstacles that 20-somethings seem to run into through that period of time of their life. And Christine, thanks so much for talking with us about this today.
Yeah, thanks for having me.
So one of the interesting things is that, and I think this is probably across the board for most people when they graduate college, they have this pressure of what am I going to do with my life, and they think they have to have it all figured out. But you say, it's okay, take a deep breath.
Yes, and I wish I had said it to myself 10 years ago when I graduated from college, because I was one of those people that thought, at 22, I'm supposed to figure out the rest of my life. I'm supposed to start on this great career that I'm going to stick with for 30 or 40 years. I'm supposed to find my soulmate. I'm supposed to be a grown-up, ready to live my adult life.
Yes.
And college doesn't really prepare us for that. You know, we need life experience to go out and figure out what we really want to do. And what I encourage 20-somethings to do is remove this expectation that at 22 you're supposed to have it all figured out and you're supposed to really know what you want to do.
Okay, so do you have some advice for people in the meantime as far as if you don't know what you want to do right when you graduate, I mean, what should you do in the meantime? Just try some different things? Or?
Yes, just start working.
Okay, just start working.
Yes, start working. Don't sit around in coffee shops all day thinking, what is my life purpose? Waiting for like a lightning bolt. Because as you start working, sometimes it's a process of elimination, right?
Right.
You don't just stumble on what you want to do. You try different things, you rule things out, you learn what kind of work environment you like, you learn what kind of people you like to work with, you learn the skills that you really enjoy doing.
Okay, and that really moves us right into our next point. And you say, start working, don't move back in with mom and dad, which seems to be something a lot of people are doing these days.
A lot? Yeah, 2/3 of graduating seniors are moving home.
Way too many people.
Way too many people. And that's a combination of a couple things. The economy right now is hard. Student loans are through the roof. Graduating college students have average around $20,000 in student loans that they're graduating with. It's intimidating.
Right.
And Gen Y are friends with their parents. So moving back in with mom and dad is kind of nice.
And cozy.
And cozy and easy. And hey, someone's cooking me dinner and folding my laundry.
And if they're going to let you, why not?
Exactly. And people justify it by saying they're going to save. But what I really encourage 20-somethings to do is, this is your life, and you're starting out in adulthood. It's sort of the adultolescence, you know, the adolescence of our grown-up years. Right. And by going back and moving in with mom and dad, yes, they're great and they love you, but you're delaying your own growth.
Okay. All right. So definitely try not to move back in with mom and dad, but when you go out to get your new job, maybe not have such high expectations of the perfect job and your dream job, right? Because I think a lot of people in that generation have a sense of entitlement, you say a lot in your book. Yes,
there is a sense of entitlement among Gen Y. It's not pervasive. It's not every single one, but there is that. And they were raised with lots of images about life being grandiose. And, you know, they grew up watching Friends, where you live in a loft and you go to your great job and you have all these friends. And there is that sense of, gosh, I want that. I want this perfect, picture-perfect life. And they have a great resume and they did well in college and they show up at work and expect business cards and an assistant and on all these things. And there is a pain the dues process that we all have to go through.
It takes time.
Right, and removing those expectations is a valuable thing to do, because then you're really open to possibility and you don't end up with what I call an expectation hangover. Okay, Christine, thanks so much. Some really great advice for those 20-somethings out there. Hopefully that'll help you out. Again, her book, 20-something Manifesto, and it has, I can tell you a lot more information in those pages on some good advice for a 20